All right. What's up, guys at home? How you guys doing? So this week we have something really fun for you planned. It is going to take a little work on your end, which is why we got a video. But I'm going to kind of give you a lowdown or a show of what everybody's doing here. Look, you can see them all playing a really cool game. You see what they're all doing? They're all throwing something called a boule, and they're trying to make it over the ladders. If they tie it around the ladder, they get a point. So, and they're trying to do teams and get to 21. Now, obviously you guys are not going to have a ladder set at home like the students do here. But I'm going to show you how to play the game, and then I'm going to show you how you guys can play the game at home as well. So, ladder golf is a game that is played when you guys are playing at a barbecue or a tailgate, just something fun outdoors to get outside and not use too much energy. You don't get too hot. A lot of times in summertime, in the early fall here in Florida, it gets really hot. We go to the tailgates, we go to football games, we have barbecues at our house. Obviously, you're not going to be running around and playing a full-on sport because it's too hot, number one. And number two, not everybody wants to get all sweaty and gross when they're hanging out and just having fun. So, some games you might see. What are some games that you might see at a tailgate or a barbecue? Think about that for a second. All right, so one option you might see is a game like ladder golf. Another one that probably came to a lot of your guys' mind is cornhole. If you guys see cornhole, the one where they have the board with a hole in it and they throw the beanbags and try to toss it into the hole. If you're landing on top of the board, you get 1 point. If you land it in the hole, you get 3 points. And you're throwing beanbags, okay? That's another option. A third option I see people playing is a new game that I see out is they have the wooden board that goes up and they cut slices in it. And then they throw a frisbee and try to make it through those little holes. And then they obviously have point systems based on going through the holes in the upright board like this. So, and I'm not exactly sure what that's called, but I see it around quite a bit. The last thing that I hear everybody talking about when we ask the students here was ring toss. They either take the rings and they toss it at the points, or they take the rings and that are tied to the tree and they try to swing it on the rope and hook it onto the hook that's on the tree. All of those are things that I've seen at different barbecues and are great options for summertime hot weather games. So today's game is called ladder golf. In ladder golf, there's 2 different teams. Each team has 2 players, 1 on each end, similar to cornhole. Each team will receive boules. The students here are only going to receive 2 because boules they tie around each other really easy. So we don't want to give them too many. If they're holding 3, they'll get in a big knot. So they're going to take the boules and they're going to hold 1 ball in their hand. They're going to stand behind the ladder and they're going to toss that boule and they're going to try to wrap it around the other side on the ladder. Each team will throw their 2 boules. And then they get 3 points for the top, 2 for the middle, and 1 for the bottom. So you see I got 1 point there. Now, they're going to be playing to 21, and the first team to 21 wins the game. Now, we're back to your problem. Coach, I don't have a ladder golf set at home. Well, guess what? When I was a kid in about 4th and 5th grade, I used to do a lot of fishing, hanging out. And back then, we didn't have all these video games and tablets and all that other stuff. So we were outside a lot more, and growing up outside of a city, I was allowed to ride my bike all the way, 20 blocks away and go to the fishing canal. Well, guess what? 5th grader at the canal with nothing better to do. Fish aren't biting that day. I had a lot of time. And what I would do is I would take some fishing string and I would tie it around some rocks. And then I would take those rocks and I would throw them and try to wrap them around trees, around bushes, or whatever I could find to throw it at and wrap it around. So what you guys can do, if you have some fishing string or some rope at home, you can take them and you can tie them around the ball, you can tie them around any kind of toy with a little bit of weight to it. Squishies are a great idea. If you guys got squishies, you can play with them actually in the house. Because then they're not hard. You probably don't want to be throwing balls or boules that are heavy around the house, but if you have like squishies and you can tie the string around them and you can use them, and then you can take those and you can toss them and throw them around tree limbs in your backyard, and you could add up different points for different tree limbs. I was showing the 4th graders last period that they were could wrap it around a tree. So you can make your own boules at home, which is a great idea. Second option, if you don't have any string at home and you can't really tie a boule, another option that I thought of is if you have a box at home. I took an ordinary box that I used from the Kids Heart Challenge. I cut the sides at an angle, as you guys can see, so it leans forward like a cornhole board, and then I cut a hole in the top. Then you can take something that will kind of land on there and not move. So a squishy would be a great example, a pillow, a beanbag, anything that is soft that'll just kind of land flat. And then you can take that, you can set it up, back up, you can play cornhole right there in the middle of your living room and throw it and try to land it on the board and make it stick or slide it in the hole. If you land on top, you get 1 point. If you go in the hole, you get 3 points. So again, I know this is going to take a day or so to get together. We're going to be playing cornhole here for probably close to 2 weeks. Ladder golf for close to 2 weeks. I will be adding next week a little bit more extra stuff for you guys to do. But in the meantime, this week, you want to get yourself prepared today so you're ready to go for the rest of the week. To have something to do at home and fun and play. And if you do a good enough job, maybe you and your family can all play your invented game at home, your hot weather game, okay? All right, guys, well, good luck. Let me know how it goes. Show Coach Abbott your new thing that you built by the end of the day, or hopefully by next time you guys come. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye everybody.